Thank you, Madam Chair, the Honorable Camille Robinson Regis, Lady Vice Chairman of the People's National Movement. Chairman of the People's National Movement, Senator the Honorable Franklin Khan. Political leader of the People's National Movement, Prime Minister of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, Dr. the Honorable Keith Christopher Rowley. Deputy political leaders, Member of Parliament for Port of Spain North, St. Anne's West, the Honorable Stuart Young, mayors and chairmen of regional corporations, officers of the movement, my fellow candidate, and the next councillor for Belmont East, Nicole Young, Minister of Rural Development and Local Government, Senator the Honorable Haji Kazim Hussein, and other members of Cabinet and other members of Parliament, members of the media and members of the listening and viewing audience, my PNM brothers and sisters, other distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I am Kimberly Small, and I am honored to stand before you tonight on this PNM platform as your candidate for Barataria. It is an absolute privilege to have been selected by our party for this role. These past 3 months, walking and interacting with the residents in my home community have been enlightening, enriching,
Ladies and gentlemen, join with me in welcoming the political leader of the People's National Movement, the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, Dr. Keith Rowley, as he joins us on stage at this time. Welcome, Dr. Rowley, to this meeting.
Because what don't kill you should make you stronger. So my problems is like terrorism. I get my doses from all kinds of sources, and all of them still can't kill me now. You see, as them stick me on the ice, I don't be strong and just like a so as the books speed up, so I get up. They have to wonder how others get up, and every crack I see, I just see through. And by the help of God, I just get through.
As soon as Dr. Rowley arrives, showers of blessing, ladies and gentlemen.
These past 3 months, walking and interacting with the residents in my home community have been enlightening, enriching, definitely humbling, and extremely exciting. I look forward to taking over from where the late Councillor for Barataria, Mr. Pernell Bruno, left off and continue building on what he has started towards a better, brighter Barataria. I was born in Barataria, and I have lived there all my life. In fact, you can call me a born and bred Baratarian. I come from a strong PNM family, a family where I can boast of our love and dedication to our community, as we have lived in Barataria through 4 generations. In fact, let me tell you. So it started with my great-grandmother. She found a house on 4th Street, and she made it her home. Then my grandmother, which was her daughter, she lived in the same house on that same street. And then my father, he grew up in that same exact house. What happened then is that my father, like he wanted a change of scenery. So guess what he did? This man buy the house across the street. Yeah? And that is where I grew up. So you understand, my roots run deep and my heart beats for Barataria. Having grown up in Barataria and been an active member in our community, I've developed a deeper understanding of our concerns, and I'm confident that with my experience, while working alongside our late councillor, I can continue to work to improve the lives of all within my electoral district. I am extremely passionate about my home community, which is one of the main reasons why I took this opportunity to serve Barataria. I'm excited as I look forward to joining the other members of council as we will serve together to improve the lives of all our burgesses. So let me tell you about Kimberly. I'm an environmentalist at heart, having a double major in biology and environmental science. I'm currently pursuing my master's in science in occupational and environmental health and safety. And presently, I'm a health, safety, and environment officer, a job which entails ensuring that the health, the safety, security, and well-being of your staff is looked after. And this role has adequately prepared me for my future role as councillor in Barataria. Because as a councillor, I commit to looking after the health, the safety, the security, and the well-being of the residents in my home community. As a young woman passionate about my community and community service, I answered Dr. Rowley's call for young persons to step up, get involved, and serve their country. I chose to represent our great party because the PNM is the only viable option. Morally and ethically, I identify with the PNM. In fact, it is the PNM's track record of delivery, performance, stability, consistency, and continuity which attracted me to this organization. I started my community-based activity in my church as a catechist. I progressed from there with service to the wider community by joining organizations such as the Barataria Action Group and the Barataria Police Station Council, an organization that I was introduced to by the late Mr. Bruno. Now, these organizations enabled me to be involved and make small... These organizations enabled me to be involved and make small differences within my community. I took the step towards the role of the councillor as I saw this as an avenue to have a greater impact on the lives of those within my community and my country on a larger scale. After working closely with Mr. Bruno, and when I say working, I walked on the ground with him, and I've been in the trenches, and I witnessed firsthand his interaction with our residents. And I was motivated by his passion for his burgesses and the positive impact of his efforts on their lives. Mr. Bruno was a hard-working, efficient, and effective individual. He ensured that he addressed all of our infrastructural concerns in his best capacity. But he not only ensured that our drains were cleared and our manholes were covered, he connected with the residents on a personal level. In fact, I'll tell you a story, and it's one of my fondest memories. So there was a young boy on my street, and he was in an accident, so he was hit by a car while he was crossing the road, and he was actually crossing the priority bus route. And seeing that he lived on my street, I would see almost every 2 days when Mr. Bruno would make an effort to come and check on him. He would always come, check his parents, find out how he was doing, find out what he needed. And he did that until he recovered. Because you see, yeah? Because you see, local government is about issues that matter. Roads matter, lights matter, but people and families matter as well. Mr. Bruno looked after not just the district's physical infrastructure, he looked after human infrastructure as well. And I am running for councillor because I too want to champion the issues of those of my burgesses. However, I want to connect with our residents on an intimate level and ensure that they are well taken care of. Mr. Bruno was a man who left a legacy, a man upon whose shoulders I stand. And I do not intend to reinvent the wheel. I will take a few pages from his book and add my own chapters to this story. I commit to continue his initiatives and build on what he started, as well as introduce my own ideas. I've been walking my electoral district since April, and I have an intimate knowledge of the concerns of the residents of Barataria. Some of the more prominent issues are those of underemployment, insect vector and pest control, traffic congestion issues, safety concerns, infrastructural issues, and negligence of vacant private properties. When elected, and yes, when, I intend to work tirelessly to address these concerns and bring them to the forefront of the council. As my vision for Barataria is a comfortable, safe community that is well serviced by local government. A better quality of life. An integrated community where we support and help each other. Now, it is important to remember that local government is about you. Your local government representative is usually your first point of contact within your community, which is why it is so important to come out and vote. Vote for a candidate that will work for you, your family, and your community. Vote for a candidate that is competent. Vote for a candidate that cares. Vote for a candidate that will strengthen the council. Vote for a PNM candidate. Now, it is important for us to remember that this is a by-election. And it's an election for seats that we have already won in both Belmont East and Barataria, and that many of us believe we have worked hard for and we deserve to keep. But I need your help. I need all of you who are here today to spread the word on the ground. Spread the word of my passion, my love, my commitment, and my plans for my community. I need you to spread the word, and I need each and every one of you to come out on election day and vote. You see, every vote counts. I need you to encourage your family, friends, and neighbors to come out and vote. Vote for the PNM. Vote to keep on the path to progress. Vote to secure your future. Vote to win big. Vote to win big in honesty. Vote to win big in integrity. Vote to win big in consistency. Vote to win big in service. Vote to win big in representation. But to win big, you have to vote. Okay. So I want you to say it with me again. We're going to vote small to win. Yeah. Want to do it again? So we're going to vote small to win. All right. And in 4 days, Monday, July 16th, election night, after the ballots have been counted in Belmont East And in Barataria, we will be victorious, and we will raise our voices, and we will say, great is the PNM, great is the PNM, great is the PNM. Have prevailed. Thank you.